Hi everyone, welcome to ICE 361 for database architecture and programming. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ching-Song and I am a full-time professor at BMCC CUNY, and my educational background is PhD in computer science, and my research interests include health informatics, big data, data engineering, machine learning, steganography, geographics, information science, and I have many years research experience in health information system for data interoperability and data exchange. Now, I'd like to explain how this course fits into the curriculum of the program you have, which is HIM and information system. For HIM students, database belongs to the following domain, include health data management and information technology and system. Therefore, as a HIM professional, you need to know database. For IS student, database is an essential component in any kinds of the information system. You couldn't find a information system without a database. And the importance and reason for taking this course is number one, database is a data storage tool or system for most of the information system. Now, you need to have database so that you can store the data, you can retrieve the data. A database is a central component for an IS, such as electronic health information system, and database is a centerpiece. It's a central component. In database programming and design, it is a required skill for IT professionals, such as HIM and IS. Because for HIM major, you need to know the feature, the function, the operation of the database, so that you can make a decision what kind of system, what kind of database server you want to acquire. And for IS, you probably the guy who are develop a system by using a database so that you can manipulate, you can store, and you can update the data. Now, for HM students, I think you took HM 360 with me so that you are prepared for IS 361. And for HM 360 is information security and clinical data information. I think you still remember at the beginning of HM 360 we talked about the information security in general. And then we focus on the clinical information system particularly. At that time we study the data and study from Excel, study what is the data, and then we talk about database concepts as introduction, and we do some simple query, which is simple SQL, to retrieve data. Now for IS360, which is data acquisition and management, I believe we talk about the data warehousing, what is the data, what is the information, and then we talk about how to clean up the data, how to apply application of the data. Probably you also have SQL basis in IS360. Now, for IS361, we are going to discuss the file system first because before we have database system, we only have file system. Then, because of the limitations of the file system, then we have database system. Then for the database system, we are going to focus on relational database because a couple of models have been created for established database. But relational model is the one who is widely used and is the one who is successfully implemented and used in any kinds of the industry. And then we are going to talk about the data definition and data manipulation. Use SQL, which is structural query language. Now, data definition means the way you are creating a database. And data manipulation is the method that you are able to retrieve the data from the database. Then we are talking about the database design, including ER modeling, which is called entity relationship diagram, so that you can convert the diagram into database tables, so that you can implement and you can deploy to the for a information system. Then we talk about the data normalization. It is a methodology to validate or to normalize a database table. Normalize means decompose the flat, big, white database tables into smaller tables so that you can remove the data redundancy. You can remove the abnormal situations such as uh, problems of integrity or consistency of a database. Now we will talk more for the data normalization. Now, the weekly work includes reading and lecture notes, and also some you will have a review questions, then you have assignments, then you might or might not have quizzes. That means for each week for the quiz, and you have questions and weekly discussions. You will share your questions on the discussion board, and then all we will share our answers for the questions, so that we can learn, we can discuss each other. And in the middle of the semester, I'm going to announce the database project, which is term project. At the beginning, I'm going to form groups so that everyone in the group can share their idea and discuss with the same topic. And all the members in the group take the take the information to build up your individual design of the database. So term project is discussion is in group, but implementation is individual work. So you have to create your own database for your own term project. But I promote discussion within the group. So I will give you topics, and the students, members in the same group, working on the same topic. And then there are four phases to walk through. One is planning and choosing the topic phase. Number two is analyze your topics, which is called analysis phase. Number three is once you analyze it thoroughly, and then you understand clearly on your topics, and you also analyze and you also know what kind of data you're going to store, then you're going to design the database. Remember, we use ER model to design the database. Then you verify your database is optimal. Then you're going to implement this using SQL, create the tables, and you populate the data into the tables. Okay, that's it. And last second, last second slide, we talk about the software tool we're going to use. We are going to use open source database, which is MySQL. And then MySQL works with Windows system and also Mac OS system, so that you don't have any problem. Now, you can install the whole MySQL onto your local machine, and then you can use Workbench, which is a graphical user interface, to connect to your local database server MySQL. Or you can use my hosting database server and then use Workbench to connect with, like all we did in HM360. Okay? So we will talk more about these software tools. And lastly, I want to wish every one of you has a successful semester in our IS361 course. And thank you. Talk to you and we'll see you soon